What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest FIFA 19 video. This video guys is going to be doing yet another SBC, but this time it's actually going to be the Bundesliga Player of the Month, Jadon Sancho. So this one has, very well publicised SBC, this one. This is all stemming back to like when FIFA, it had a bit of a wobble, like a wobble week, where it just got, everything was going wrong, everything was getting released wrong. EA just had an absolute nightmare, and everybody let them know about it. To be fair, like people really didn't let them off easy with that. There was a whole issue with like Sancho being released at like the wrong position, stuff like that. So I hadn't really done it up until now, just because like. It's one of those things like you just didn't really know what was going to happen next. Like you didn't really want to get involved in it in case you got kind of like mugged off somehow. Like in case you like you lost your cards or you might have even done it. They just be like, nah, we're going to take it off. We don't want you having that card anymore. No compensation, sort of thing they do. So I didn't really go anywhere near that. But it's at the point now where it's been out for a couple of days and everything's absolutely okay with it. Like everything's cool. Yeah, there's no like issues with the SBC now, except for maybe, in my personal opinion, the price. I don't actually believe that it's worth it, to be honest, guys. And I'll get around to that in a moment, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because he is, he's the boy wonder. He is the superstar, the man, the myth, the legend, the Jadon Sancho. So I'm gonna get him done. I mean, it's one of those things like, as an English football fan, you just can't resist to do him. We'll have a look at like each individual squad, guys. So the first one's just called Bundesliga. You need a whole Bundesliga team, 11 players from Bundesliga. You need at least one of those players to be a Team of the Week in form, which is where the price then becomes an issue. You have to have at least an 81 rated squad and also 85 chemistry. Now, if you just look at like an 81 rated Bundesliga team, you think, oh well, that's not too bad. Like it really isn't too bad, to be honest. Like I can go through. Like we've got Farman first owner. Top right was 850 coins. Sane first owner. Roussillon was 850 coins. We got Traore first owner. Gregoritsch first owner. Arnold first owner. Fabian Johnson first owner. Kramaric first owner. Volland first owner. Like, for me personally, unbelievably cheap, and I'm sure you guys can pick up these cards really cheap as well. Like, you look at the ratings of them; they're literally going to be like 800, 900 coins on the market. They're really not difficult players to get hold of. The reward for this one is a premium gold players pack as well, which is quite good, 25k pack. But the problem is this inform. Now, you already got a little sneak peek there of how much he cost me. Now, like 34k. He's literally the cheapest. He's the cheapest one on the market. I think the only one which is cheaper is Jadon Sancho himself, which is only cheaper by like 1,000 or 2,000 coins, but that inform's only a 79 rated, so that's obviously going to be not necessarily like too low, but you can still achieve the squad rating with that, but obviously it means you're going to have to kind of like boost the other positions up in rating, and it's just frustrating. And I think another reason why I think like with one of the other squads you need like an inform in like the right. The right mid position's like a brick slot, and because obviously his informs is a right mid, it doesn't really work. I don't know. There's little things like that why that one's like a little bit cheaper. You notice if you look through, guys, all the different right mid informs are just slightly cheaper than the other positions because the right mid's a brick slot. Whether or not that's the same for Sancho, I'm not sure actually, because I think it might only be for German players. I don't know, but we'll get around to that. But Kaderabek is the player I ended up going for. He was just the cheapest one I could find. I took quite a while really searching through. I didn't really use any sort of like sites or anything like that. I was literally just going through like changing the filters ever so slightly every time, just to see if I could get any little like bargains or deals. Somebody listing them a little bit cheaper, but it never happened, unfortunately. So had to take him. So yeah, we could probably say that this squad cost me 35k, but that player cost me like 35k, but that not too difficult to get. Like I can't really go into much more detail on that. It's literally just a whole Bundesliga team. It doesn't matter if you got soft links, green links. You could probably get away with a few dead links, to be fair, because you like 85 chemistry. So you're gonna have. I say dead links. You can't have dead links. I mean like dead positions, if you know what I mean. Like, so you can have players out of position, because obviously if you're gonna have 11 Bundesliga players, and straight away every link's going to be at least a soft one. So you're going to be getting like a decent amount of chemistry anyway. Like, I don't really see why they need the chemistry requirement there. It doesn't really make much of a difference. Like, it's only if you literally were like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to put like a full team of goalkeepers out that you might have an issue. So yeah, really easy to do that one. I can't really say much more about that. They're going to insist on us going into the store again, guys. It just frustrates me so much. Like, just let me carry on. You might have seen that the next one's like the Borussia Dortmund squad, and the last one is a Germany squad. There's another weird thing with the Germany squad as well, which we'll get around to at the end, which I mean, I couldn't understand it. I've seen lots of people on like Twitter that can't understand it. But yeah, you see what I mean about that. Hopefully they'll let us have a look at this now. Right, here we go. So next section, I suppose, is the Borussia Dortmund. So the reward on this one is a small rare gold players pack. Now, you need at least 2 Borussia Dortmund players. You have to have at least 3 leagues in the squad, which doesn't really make it much of a problem. To be fair, you can see I've literally gone for like all Bundesliga, and I've literally just had like two random players in there with no leagues at all. Because you only need like 85 chemistry. It's pretty easy to do that. Has to be an all gold team, and it needs at least 5 rare players. Like, you know, little kind of like specific requirements, but they're not exactly requirements that are gonna, you know, strike fear into you and think, blimey, I'm not gonna be able to do this. Like, it's too hard. It's gonna cost me a lot. Like, really easy requirements. The Dortmund players I went for were actually the 2 centre backs. I had Diallo and Akanji, and then I ended up going for like hits and goals. So I had him as well. I was like, you know what? It's only a minimum of 2. I'll just chuck him in for chemistry. And then like the rest of Bundesliga players, I've got Lang at right back, decent strong link to, is it Akanji? That's the Swiss one? Yeah, to Akanji. I got Renato Sanchez in centre mid, obviously only like 75, but again, there's no kind of like rating requirement, just has to be gold, so that's fine. Then we've got Amiri in cam and also Sturger in cam. There's Kayubi left mid and Ginczek at striker. Now, it doesn't matter where you, like, obviously you've got to have 2 players that are from 2 different leagues in there. It doesn't matter where you put them in. Like, for me, I just had them right mid and left back just because, obviously, you know, this is where I've got my players in there that I could put in, like I said. I've got Lodero at right mid. You can literally chuck any right mid under the sun as long as they're gold and they're not from the Bundesliga. Anything will work. Left back, I've got Chana Erkin. I had to go for him just because he was rare, because originally I did actually have Klosterman at right back, who is a rare 75 rated player from RB Leipzig, I think it is, but he's actually in the next squad because he's German. So then that obviously left me a rare down, so I ended up changing. I think I had like Holobas at left back, like a non-rare from Watford. Ended up swapping in for Erkin. So, but really easy, guys. Like, not a lot to it. You can see like first owner pretty much all the way, I think. Yeah, literally the whole squad's first owner there. And if you did want to buy that off the market, you know, you're probably looking at about 7,000 or 8,000 coins. Nothing too major, fortunately there. But they've said that the store's not available. The final one here. So it's not actually German. It's literally called Player of the Month, but they could call it a German squad. So you do need 10 German players. Now, they say minimum. They might as well say exactly, because the other slot is a brick slot. So I don't really understand what that's all about. They do ask you to have another Team of the Week player, which is where the price then goes up even more. You have to have like an exact gold team and at least 90 chemistry as well. Now, where this becomes a little bit odd is that obviously, you know, it's called Player of the Month, so it's obviously based around Sancho. Like it can't be anything else. Now, they've got him right mid. They've got the things that they've got under there, like, so it's a Bundesliga right mid, a Borussia Dortmund right mid, and it's apparently German. Now, he's not German, obviously. Like, he's English, and it's on his card that he's English and everything. Yet they've insisted that it's German, and they've insisted that you put a whole German squad around him. Now, I don't know why they would do that. You'd think it would be a whole English squad. Really odd. Now, a lot of people have obviously said about it on Twitter, but I think it got to that point where like EA were like, you know what, we've had to take this down because we like ballsed up so badly before. Like, we're not going to take it down again to fix that. They just left it as it is, and I don't really mind, to be honest. Like, you know, German players in general aren't that expensive. The only issue is like the inform. Now, I've ended up going for like Unnestal in goal, 75 rated. They don't even need to be like all from the same league or anything like that. You're still going to get the chemistry really easily. Like I said, I got Klosserman at right back. I think he's first owner. I got a Knocker who I bought for like 750 coins because I didn't actually have any other centre backs after I put in Vogt. I'll go to the inform in a second. The CDM is Arslan, who is a first owner as well. I've got Podolski and Cam, first owner. I bought Andre Schürrle for 1,000 coins. We've got Mark Oot in attack, who is a first owner, and also Sandro Wagner, the very outspoken Sandro Wagner, who cost me like 800 coins. Now, the problem again, like the other one, was with the bloody inform. I mean, look at how much I paid for that. 58,500 coins. And that is literally the cheapest. The only one which was cheaper was Bellarabi. And he's cheaper because nobody wants to get Bellarabi because you can't put a right mid in. You end up putting him like off chem. Don't get me wrong, you probably could just about get away with it, but I was like, you know what? Because it's like an extra couple of thousand coins, I was like, I'll just get a player that I know is going to get the chemistry. I don't have to like mess about trying to achieve chemistry purposes here, but yeah. It's unbelievable. I literally can't believe how much they cost. Now, it makes an SBC which looks like it would be quite cheap. Suddenly, you know, if you were going to buy it all from scratch, it suddenly costs like 100k. It's absolutely mad. Like, we get a kit for this, guys, as well. Is that a premium gold players pack or jumbo premium gold players? I don't even know what that is. But it is easy, but it's easy if you've got the money. And I'll have a look at Sancho's stats in general now once we've seen him pop out, and I'll sort of show you why I don't really think he's worth it. And just bear in mind that obviously it's cost like 100k because of the two informs. Now, if you guys have got the two informs already, then great, like absolutely fantastic. You know, you're laughing. And to be honest, you're laughing because if you didn't actually want to do Sancho, you could just sell them. What on earth is he doing? Yeah, you could just sell them and make like absolute bank. And I'm sure you've probably done that by now because there's been so much talk about how expensive, especially the German ones like Hector, obviously, but nearly like 60k. There's been a lot of talk about how expensive they are. So yeah, you might have done that already. You might have sold them, but let's just have a look at his stats. So he has 5-star skills, which is quite good. Not really that good for me personally, because I'm not really much of a skiller. He only has 3-star weak foot, which isn't great. And now he's a right footer on the right, so he's not going to cut in, which is a bit of a problem. Now you can make him cut in, obviously, you know, if you change formation in game, or if you want to change position, obviously you can solve that, which is okay. Medium, which, a bit like that Paulino SBC I did in the previous video, is kind of okay. I mean, you would like them to have high attacking work rate, really. 5'11" is not too bad. That doesn't really matter. Like, height is okay. I mean, obviously, if he was a bit bigger, it'd be great for like back post headers and stuff like that. But it's not really like a major issue. But look at his stats. So pace, obviously, you know, really good. Like, we can see that from the actual face card stats. Attacking position is like 79. That's not awful for a winger, especially considering he's like an 84 rated. You know, you can't really complain too much for that. But his finishing is 76. So he's got pretty poor finishing. Shot power is only 77. Not great. Long shots 63. Now, long shots are quite a big thing on this game, especially like the finesse shots from outside the box. They're quite important. So 63 long shots, not great. Volleys, penalties, not really too worried about that. Vision 82, I suppose, not too bad. Crossings 81, which is okay. He can't take free kicks. Short passing is okay, again pretty average. Long passing, again, you know, you're not going to expect like a winger to have like incredible long pass, not exactly a major problem. Curves 86, which isn't too bad, so that kind of like counters his poor long shots in a sense, but I feel like he'd be very inconsistent with like finesse shots outside the box. Really good agility, really good balance, like they're phenomenal stats. That's what you would expect from a player like him. Reactions aren't great, so he's not going to be the sort of player that's going to like get into a goal scoring position and like, you know, gobble up the ball when like the keeper parries it or something like that. So not going to be that good in that kind of situation. Ball control, dribbling are really good. Composure is terrible. 65 composure. If you combine 65 composure with 76 finishing, that is an awful combination of stats, which is just going to lead to him missing so many chances. And you think like, that is, so with those stats, he's going to miss a lot of chances that are from close range. But then if you think, oh, he's got poor long shots as well, can he actually shoot? Can he do anything? I mean, it does make you wonder. He only has 61 jumping because he's 5'11". I mean, so he's going to be pretty poor heading, to be honest. Like, and you can see like 45 heading accuracy, so he's going to be shocking in the air. We won't worry about any of the other like defensive stats. They're not really relevant at all. You wouldn't expect him to be any good at them. Stamina's 81, which is okay. And to be honest, like for me, I probably only use him off the bench. So 81 stamina isn't the end of the world. If you wanted to play from the start, it could become a problem towards the end of the game. Maybe in like foot champs if it went to extra time, but it shouldn't be like an overriding factor to make you think that you didn't want to do it. The stamina, 62 strength is pretty bad as well. It's pretty bad, to be honest. And only like 48 aggression, so he might get knocked off the ball quite easily. But just for me, guys, like for a player like that, I just don't think he's worth like 100k. I think it's one of those ones where if you've got the players in your club already, then go ahead and do him. But if unless you've got some sort of like, I want to say like a connection. I mean, I don't exactly have a connection with him. I don't know the guy, but because he's English, I just want to get him done. I wanted to do him because you never know. Like there might not be a card like that again. He might not get any other different special cards. And it's very, very rare that you get like an English special card that's not in the Prem. So it's just something nice to have. That's something a little bit different, really, for me, and that's the only reason I've done it. But I wouldn't really say that it's actually value for money. But obviously, I'm just doing it to show you guys, really. We do have 3 packs here as well, which you can crack open, which hopefully might recoup a little bit of the money and make it a little bit more worthwhile. But I wouldn't really hold my breath on that. We have actually, oh wow, we've actually kicked off with an inform. Okay. It's Solomon Rondon. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, he's probably like 12, 13k. I can't really complain with that. I didn't expect anything there. I didn't see there's no like walkout, but I think that's actually twice I've packed Solomon Rondon. I'm sure I packed him when he first came out. We got Zuma, Bonnie, Lanzini, so not too bad actually there. That's a little bit of money recoup, but that doesn't change my view of him being like whether he's worth it or not, because obviously I know majority of you guys, if you went out there and did this SBC, you're not going to pack an inform. Like it's not everybody's going to do that. So we have to think about this like in a much broader kind of scale. There's a 15k pack as well, which does actually have a board in it, and it's gonna be Danny Carvajal, which is okay, 84 rated. I'll probably just keep him in the club actually for future SBCs. It wouldn't be too bad for that. I doubt he's really gonna be worth selling too much. We do get Kasper Schmeichel, Bernadeschi, so some decent SBC cards there actually. That's not even a 15k pack. That was actually a That was the pack that I didn't know what it was, wasn't it? The jumbo rare players. That's literally, yeah, it's 24 items and it's like 7. Is it 7 rares? Yeah, 7 rares. So it's a 15k pack that's just all players essentially. So that's actually an okay pack, really. I can't really complain too much with that. And we end on a small rare gold players pack, which is 6 rare gold players. So this could be quite a good pack. This is probably the best one of the lot actually. There's probably a decent chance to get a walkout here. There isn't a walkout, unfortunately. Will we get a board? We do actually get 3 boards out of 3 packs, so we can't really complain. Is that going to be Ed Dzeko? That's not too bad, is it really? I mean, we've got an inform. We've got an 85 rated, 2 84 rated, maybe even a couple more 84s or 83s in here, hopefully. Well, no, we don't, unfortunately. But yeah, not too bad at all, really, guys. I'm probably just going to throw Dzeko into the club. I don't really need to sell him. But that's, yeah, not too bad actually for packs for me personally then. But obviously it might be a little bit different for you guys. So that's why I say that I can't sort of guarantee that it will be worth it really. But that is it really, guys. That is the Jadon Sancho Player of the Month SBC. Maybe you could do the loan SBC first just to try him out and see if you did think he's worth it. But I don't normally bother with stuff like that. I just can't just bite the bullet and jump straight in really. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, comment to let me know what you thought, and hopefully that was quite useful for you, and it did help a little bit, just so you know which of the kind of like cheaper informs to go for, so you don't go wasting like ridiculous sums of money, because it is easily done. Obviously, you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, if you want to be like keeping up all my latest videos that will be on the way, like various SBCs, like these player of the months, different things that come out. You know, there's new content like every day on FIFA, so I'll be trying to get through that as much as I can. You can follow me on Twitter as well, which I got like all the info about that in the description and on my channel bio, so you can look at that as well. But that is it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.